The other day, me and my friends were speaking, and the topic of YouTube came up, and how I didn't have any video ideas ready for my YouTube channel. And one of the things that made me also ponder was that I didn't know why I didn't have it, except I actually did. And it made me realize that, I actually made a YouTube script for this, and it's exactly the theme we are speaking about. And I feel like everyone is feeling the same thing, where we are easily forgetting stuff. I feel like we're walking into rooms and completely forgetting why we walked into rooms, leaving keys on the table, and the next thing you know is that they're gone. And if you've felt this, you're not alone. Everyone is feeling this way. And I felt this exactly about my own YouTube script that I made, and it was literally in front of me on my PC, on my MacBook. It was right there in front of me, but I didn't know where my script was because I thought I didn't have any YouTube ideas. This isn't just a feeling, it's actually quite measurable, because we all used to think that big memory loss problems was a thing for the elderly. As you age, you struggle with remembering stuff. But actually, research have shown that people that are in their early 20s or in their 20s and their 30s, they are starting to struggle with memorizing stuff and just having good memory, which is quite weird. This isn't your grandpa's forgetful, I forgot where my shoes are. It's a modern affliction. People are calling it digital amnesia, and for those of you who have actually watched my previous video about social media addiction, you will know what digital amnesia is. And in short, it's just that information that you typically would forget, you just rely on your digital device to store it for you. For instance, birthdays. Social media is making it very easy. Birthdays, social media lets you know when your friends are born. If you don't know where you're supposed to go, and if you forgot your way back home and you're driving a car, you use your GPS to get home. Good question I have. When was the last time that you actually remembered a phone number that is not your mum or your dad or your own? To be honest, I also feel the same way. None, because I actually just know my mom and my dad's, and my mom and my dad's is pre-social media. They've all pretty much have the same phone number since I was very, very young. So I feel like I know that number. And for me, I just know my own number too. And I was almost about to say it, but I'm not gonna say it. That's crazy. The thing is, evolution wise, your brain wasn't supposed to handle all this information that you're receiving lately. All this notification, all this extra information. This happened, that happened, this happened, getting news from all over the world in literally 10 seconds. If someone dies, you already know it the minute they die, which is quite very dystopian, I would say. And I also want to use this time to just say rest in peace, D'Angelo. You will be missed. You have actually influenced a lot of artists' lives. And I just want to give my remorse and my heart to his son. And I hope his son is coping with the death of his mother and his father. And I do give him a huge amount of condolences for that. As the brain coach Jim Quick, I think that's his name, says,
there is no such thing as a good or bad memory. There's just a trained memory and an untrained memory.
That's where the problem lies. Our world is making our brain get more and more untrained, or I would rather say our memory get more and more untrained because of having all these easy, reliable, accessible technology that makes you don't need to remember stuff that easily. We feel forgetful because our brain has been relentlessly conditioned to be rewarded for distraction and not for deep focus. But now that we know the general consensus, let's get into why we actually feel this way, shall we? To start off, let's speak about the fire hose information overload. Let's just say that your brain is like this small little desk. Back in the day, humans used to have this small amount of things on this desk. But nowadays, with the digital media being on our hands, literally, my phone is this is my old phone, by the way, using as a mic stand or microphone holder or whatever it's called. For most of humans' history, a few items were on this desk, but nowadays there's a fire hose being constantly being blasted 24/7 at this cute desk. This constant flood leads to cognitive fatigue and your brain just feeling sloppy. It can't really properly encode stuff, and the new information it gets, it just forgets it straight away. And this is like trying to save a corrupted file. When you open it, it doesn't work. Another thing that I said earlier is digital amnesia. This is where our memory muscles weaken the most. If you trying to remember something, Google has it for us. We forget something, you can just search it up. Oh yeah, what was actually 5 times 5? Oh, was it 25 or 20? I don't really remember. Let me go and check on Google. Or, oh, let me use my calculator. Oh, when does my friend have a birthday? I don't know, remember actually. Let me check Snapchat. And when you do this is actively, memorization is like a muscle. The act of recalling information strengthens the neural pathways, and when you don't do it, those neural pathways don't get used, and when you don't use it, you know what happens. They get weak and they are not there no more. By constantly outsourcing, this is exactly what happens. We are letting our muscle get weak. We're choosing the convenience of an external hard drive, aka your phone, over your own mind, which is your own internal hard drive. Another point is the war for attention. I feel like this attention thing has been said in like 3 of my latest videos, so if you want to see those videos, please watch them. But in short, all of those videos kind of speak about how our brain is getting easily distracted by notifications, and every time we toggle and switch, we get this little small hit of dopamine. For instance, you get a notification from Twitter and you're like, oh, what happened? Oh, let me see, this person tweeted something to me. Check, dopamine arises. Your neural pathways, dopamine gets released and it goes and binds it. I don't want to get into the physiology, man. I'm actually tired. I hated when I went through it. Moving on. Now you have a notification from Snapchat while you're working at something else that is a little bit boring and mundane, for instance, your work or your school. And boom, notification from Instagram. You're like, oh, what's this? You see it. Someone messaged me. Boom, dopamine release again. And this little small cycle that we're in, it's addictive. And everyone is fighting for our attention. Every small thing on our phone is fighting for attention. Every app wants you to be in it. Even YouTube, the video you're watching right now, which is me, I am fighting for your attention. And I want you to keep watching my videos. And YouTube wants you to keep watching my videos or other videos on the platform, and the minute you finish my videos, they want you to keep watching other videos. Not necessarily mine, but just other videos that are in the platform. And as long as you're on the platform, you're doing a great job because you're paying these YouTubers, not me, but you're paying all of these other YouTubers, and you're paying YouTube as well. Wow, the war of attention. Another reason is poor sleep. This one is a little bit funny one. You are watching this video late at night. Most likely a lot of people watch YouTube videos before they go to sleep. This is the result of having blue light being blasted at your face all night. And when that happens, you struggle with sleeping, which leads to you sleeping later. You don't get enough sleep. And sleep is actually one of the most important times of our lifetime, even though we sleep half of our lifetime, fun fact. This is the moments where we actually retain the information that we learned. This is the time that the librarian can put these memories and information into the bookshelves, or aka the memory shelves, and we can retain them and have them there. And when you have lack of sleep, it's like making the librarian come to work and then make him get off work before he starts putting the memories into the shelf, and now you have this distorted mind where you can't really be memorizing stuff and you can't really think straight, and you don't remember that well because you have not slept enough. Now that we know the whys, let's get into how you can actually get yourself better and actually remember stuff a little bit better. To start off, get off your phone. Simple as that. Just get off your phone, man. Best way to do it is to just not try and search up everything that you're uncertain about. For instance, if you don't know your friend's birthday, try to guess it before you search it up, and then if you fail, you can search it up and double check it. Now that you have searched it up, you know that your friend's birthday is at that time. For instance, my friend's birthday is that 12th of April. Another thing that you can do is also make sure that you remembered stuff quite easy. For instance, if you don't remember where your friends live, then try and use the GPS the first 2-3 times, but after that, bro, it's illegal to be using the GPS more. It's simple math, my friend. Just get off your phone. That's number one. For number two, it's not that simple actually. It's a little bit tougher one. It's to actually try and unitask instead of multitasking. As I stated a little bit earlier in the video, one of our problems is we are the war for attention. So we divide our attention and start multitasking. So we, for instance, listen to music, do school, and then maybe watch something on the side sometimes. Or when we're eating, we are using our phone and watching something, and multitasking a lot, and we making this small little desk that we have, we are just spraying it with a lot of, instead of it being water, we are spraying it with a lot of information. So what I think is maybe try and do the mundane stuff and the boring stuff. Just try and give it your all attention. For instance, if you're trying to read, just have on some instrumentals in the background and read. Don't have on some actual music where you're listening to the lyrics, because then you'll wander off. Listen to some lo-fi. If not, listen to some brown noise. That's what I do nowadays to actually memorize things better. So yeah, that's the best idea. And the last part is, mate, go to bed early, turn off your phone, man. Please. Your phone is your biggest enemy. I mean, it's literally everything I've said in this video is turn off your phone, don't use your phone, turn off your phone. Literally, my phone is off. That's because this phone is not really working. The thing is, yes, these advices are quite easy. Get off your phone, mate. Or stop, just give your all attention to one thing. Yes, these are easy, but the thing is, it's not about them being easy or hard. It's about being intentional with your practices. And the thing is, it's not just you struggling, it's me struggling, and everyone's struggling. That's why I made this video, because I can relate with this. I have actually a question before I start wrapping this video up. It is, what do you guys forget the most these days? I feel like I've always sometimes forget to close the door. Or I don't actually forget to close the door, but I forget that I have physically closed the door. And the entire time I'm outside, I'm always just thinking about if I close the door or not. That's my biggest thing I'm forgetting a lot. What are you guys forgetting? Let me know down below. The commenting is free, guys. Even though we are all struggling with forgetting stuff, you're not helpless. You know the methods now that you have watched the video, and you also understand how to train your untrained memory muscles. And you could start now by just doing the things that I said in this video, quite literally. So yeah, guys, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you lot in the next video. See you guys next week. Peace.